Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back here with another Miami Dolphins connected franchise, Madden 19. Yeah, last time we had a pretty decent draft. We got Cortez, we pick up Tariq Cohen, we got Lloyd. Nothing changed along the offensive line except we got Boggle at backup left tackle now, and pick up Williams here, and we get Njoku. And then defensively, we pick up Hal, and we get the rookie Goodwin here, so big upgrade there. And now Carrington's moving into a starting role, and we got some good backup here on the D line. So we're gonna jump into the first preseason. Well, we're gonna jump into the week one game, but we're gonna get through these preseason games here first. Well, here in preseason week one, we get a victory. Didn't see a lot of those last year. Looked like the run game really stepped up. Should be with our two backs. I make an adjustment on the roster there. Winslow had a really good game. Lloyd came in, looked like he had a pretty solid game himself. Never mind. He threw for 100 yards and a touchdown, but threw for an abysmal 7 of 25 with 28 yards. So not good to see that. I like Winslow, but I might like Lloyd better. I don't know. It's a tough decision. We gotta like we. So Henry has a good game. Balaj has a really nice game, and Cohen picks up a few yards here. Receiving, it looks like Gesick had a decent game. The rookie Lemon picks up a nice game here himself, along with Charles had a nice game, and Tariq going out the backfield. And then defensively, our tackles went to Vincent, rookie cornerback we drafted. And tackle for losses, we had a couple here. Kind of guys we expect. Simpson, the rookie, got one. And then sacks, Griffin Marshall, the other Marshall, making some big plays. And Jason Lyles, the rookie, and also gets one here. And interceptions went to Andre Howe. And we get some first upgrades of the episode. Jerome Baker, very turned to a nice player here for us. Good speed, decent zone, can tackle, kind of hit. More of just a run stopper, and that is our scheme fit. So it looks like that's what we're going with. A little bit more on the run stopping side. He gets one awareness, one block shed, one play right pursuit, and one to strength. So nice to see that go up. I don't know how much he needs. 74, yeah. And then of course Marshall. He's got start of him. I don't know if he had that last year. I'll have to go back and check. I think it was. We can come here and check. Oh, progression rating. Yeah, quick. So he developed into a star. I mean, he won like Defensive Rookie of the Year. He made the Pro Bowl. He's definitely one of the top players in his field, and ranked number 13 and only going into his second year, as we're going to give him a field general upgrade. And he picks up agility, one to block shed, two to play rec, and one to zone coverage. So nice to see those go up. As his zone's up to an 86, and his play rec 83. Or the block shed. Block shed goes up to 90, and his agility is up to an 81. So turning into a pretty nice linebacker here, number 11th in the league now. And here in preseason week 2, we pick up another win, another 31-24. It's the same score as last game, so kind of funny to see that. But once again, offense looks like they performed pretty well. Let's check the numbers. Wheeler had a decent game. Winslow, okay. Mahomes threw for 2 touchdowns. And it looked like Lloyd, he had a way better completion percentage, but he did throw a pick. Got sacked 4 times. So interesting to see that. Running the ball, Lamar Miller did good. I mean, Cohen and Henry did solid, and Balaj not bad himself. Receiving, Njoku had a nice game. Charles had decent. Kendall still, okay. Taylor got the touchdown. And I think that's it for us defensively. Jerome Baker leading us in tackles in this game. Tackle for loss, 2 from Malachi, 1 from Baker, 1 from Godchek, and 1 from Griffin Marshall, who's been doing really good. sacks, one from Baker and one from Daya, backup defensive tackle, and the pick went to Xavier Howard. And we got an upgrade, finally one here for our receiver Charles. Quick development, not a deep threat, even though he has some ability to be one. So not bad here. Let's see. And I guess we're going to the wild card. He in the playoffs, he picked up quick development, so it's good to see that. So we're gonna go a point in here to deep threat and try to get him closer to a scheme fit. As he gets 1 to awareness, 2 to deep route running, and 2 to release. Very nice. So his deep route running goes up to a 72, and his release is only at a 65. So not bad. He got a little bit better. And we take a loss here at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's take a look at the numbers. We had a lot of passing yards. So Winslow threw 2 picks, and but for a lot of yards, Lloyd had 1 touchdown and 120 yards. A little bit better. Winslow, okay. It's not bad here, but not great. Running, Cohen looked like he really was the only one getting anything going. I mean, Henry only had 4 carries. Receiving, Gesick had a nice game. Charles with another nice game. Cortez had an okay game. Cohen did alright, and that was it there. Defensively, I mean, Marshall and Baker just get a lot of tackles. Tackles for loss just won by Griffin Marshall, and sacks went to Baker and Godcheck, and no interceptions today. And here in the final game, we get a win, 8 points over the Seahawks. Not a whole lot of offense, it looked like. Wilson had a good game. Lloyd looked like he had a decent game, and Chad Kelly did okay. Lloyd 62% completion. The starters have really been looking good. Running the ball, a lot of carries for Balaj. Like Henry and Cohen got a rest, which is good. Receiving, Bush had okay. Gesick did okay. I mean, even Stills and Lemon did all right. Really bad there by our offense scoring. And defensively, once again, Marshall this time up there, and Green, Riley as the backup got a lot of tackles. Nazir Jones quite a bit. Nazir Jones with a tackle for loss with Malachi and Lyle, and the sacks none, and the pick went to Coleman. So we finished 3-1 on the preseason. So here's what the preseason numbers look like. Lloyd just struggled to complete a lot of passes, but Winslow threw for an extra interception here. And his yards per attempt are way higher than Lloyd. And Derrick Henry had a nice rushing games, and so did Cohen. Receiving, some guys really getting some good numbers here, including the starter Charles. And defensively, Marshall and Baker, like I said, have a lot of tackles. Our leading guy in the backfield is Malachi Marshall. Our leading sack is Griffin and Baker. Remember, Malachi led us last year, so let's see if he does it again this year. And then Xavier Howard, Hal, and Coleman all had a pick. We're going to get a couple upgrades here before the season starts. So backup middle linebacker. Really, he's only on the team because we have no other options here. So get him a little bit better as a backup role in case anything happens. But I can adjust players elsewhere to make sure our lineup really works. Right in Malachi, good to see him getting upgrade. Got some speed, good finesse. So honestly, I want to go power rusher here. Let's see if we can get some other attributes increased to help him out. As we get 2 to power move, 1 to awareness, 1 to tackle. And that brings his power move up to a 70 though. Xavier Howard, our #1 corner, good to see him getting upgrade. And we honestly are going to just go with the zone. And he gets quite a bit of upgrades here. He gets agility, 2 to play rec, 1 to press, 1 to speed, 1 to tackle, and 1 to zone. So nice to see him get the speed upgrade here. And once again, our star right guard, Madison, just getting better. He's what, the #5 ranked guard in the league. And let's just let's go with power. keep him a scheme fit. He goes up to a 90 as he gets that lead block, both those power blocks. So really nice to see that. Still ranked the number 5 guard in the league. The Atlanta Falcons start off with the ball here. We're going to see our defense first. I really have a lot of confidence in this defense. D-line might be a little weak, but the linebacker should be good enough to make up for that. As the Falcons start off, play action here. Matt Ryan, plenty of time, throws deep pass and throws that one out of bounds. So I really think we upgraded our safety spots. We did lose our... we lost to Darius Smith, but he hasn't made an impact, so I wanted to get these younger guys to make impact. As Matt Ryan, quick completion to Hooper and quickly tackled here. So I'm hoping the defense makes enough strides to kind of make up for our lackluster offensive upgrades, even though we made some pretty good ones, but we really lost our receiver as Hooper gets another catch over the middle. And the Falcons and Matt Ryan are just kind of moving this ball right now in the air. So it looks like we're showing a little pressure with our guys kind of combined there. And Freeman tries to make a running. Good stop by Howe playing box safety right now. So Howe makes the stop after only a 2-yard pickup there by Freeman. As Matt Ryan still kind of trying to control this offense. He has another chance, stops, throws over the middle. This time it might have been knocked away by Xavier Howard. Correction, Fitzpatrick. No, Xavier Howard was the one that knocked that away, not Fitzpatrick. As now Matt Ryan back in the gun again. He stops, he looks, it's 3rd down and 8, Matt Ryan, and we get pressure and sack for Carrington, the backup from last year, now in a starting role. So Miami's offense comes out. Tariq Cohen now in the backfield. Winslow's going to stay in at quarterback. We're going to give him 2 weeks to prove himself, and he's on as we get a penalty here. As I was saying, Winslow's going to get 2 weeks to start because I want... he's got to continue to prove himself, because with the star quarterback, I don't want to let that go to waste too much. As they hand the ball off to Tariq Cohen, and they just get pressure right at the middle, and Cohen stopped immediately. So Cohen got it back to the line of scrimmage just barely. Winslow now coming out. It looks like a pistol formation. Cohen once again in the backfield. We upgraded our tight end position by getting Joku and Cohen taken down in the backfield. The offensive line not blocking too well here in the run. So we are going to be faced with a 3rd and 19. Let's see if Winslow can do this. It's a really tough situation, so he's just going to fall back, screen pass. Cohen makes the catch. He gets a couple blocks and then runs into a defender after about an 8-yard pickup. After a nice punt, Devontae Freeman picks up 3 yards. Both offense kind of stalled out. Freeman here with another 6. And Freeman picks up 8 more here. 5-yard catch here by right tackle. Must be in there in a sub package. Devontae Freeman picks up 6 more. An injury on the play. I missed it. Matt Ryan, an incomplete pass as Freeman picks up 7 more. 24 yards to Julio Jones, kind of torching our defense there. And Freeman rips off a 24-yard touchdown, giving the Falcons the first lead. A couple big plays there. Now our offense takes control. Derek Wolfe commits a penalty, gives them the free 5 yards. Winslow throws an incomplete pass here as Henry picks up 8 on the power run. And then Winslow throws another pass incomplete, and a 15-yard penalty against Grady Jarrett as Cortez makes the 7-yard catch, the rookie getting his first catch of his career. And Tariq Cohen with a 3-yard run here. Run game struggling, and Winslow throws an incomplete pass, and we take the 52-yard field goal. And we get a sack here by Godcheck. Good to see that. Devontae Freeman picks up 3 more, and it's going to be a 3rd and 13 here in the next quarter. Devontae Freeman, 14-yard catch out the backfield this time, and Austin Hooper 8 more over the middle. He's been kind of getting a good thing. Kirkland commits a 15-yard penalty, not liking that, as Devontae Freeman picks up 7 more. Incomplete pass thrown here by Matt Ryan, and only a 1-yard run, so it looks like they're going to take a field goal themselves and put themselves back up by a touchdown. So Winslow throws another incompletion. I want to jump back into this drive. So this game's moving along pretty quickly here, so trying to get some plays in. We're going to get most of the 4th quarter pretty much, as we now have both our running backs out there, and we hand the ball off to Tariq Cohen, who gets stopped after making it back to the line of scrimmage. Really struggling today in the run game. And he now comes back to the line. Cohen once again in the backfield, not having a really good day running, As Winslow drops, he's looking, nothing as pressure gets there. He dumps it off the Cohen out the backfield. Cohen picks up and gets knocked forward for the first down. 11-yard catch there for Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. Winslow's only 3 for 7. So let's hope he gets this going as he fakes the handoff, has time, throws it right before he gets hit, and completes a tough pass to Charles, who makes it catch over the middle between 2 defenders. Like seeing that catch there from Charles. Made a great play, but tough one between 2 defenders and picking up some big yardage as Winslow's throwing once again. Henry tried to come out the backfield, and this time he gets to Njoku, who makes it. Defender miss and then gets taken down by 3 defenders. Winslow coming out, empty formation, shotgun. As this time he drops a quick drop, slings it to Njoku once again. Njoku picks up another like 7 yards and bringing it down to the 5-yard line. Charles and Njoku, some big plays here on this drive as we're inside the 5-yard line trying to get our first touchdown and tie this game back up. As Winslow drops, stops, nothing there, stops, and he fires up the middle, and the rookie Lemon makes the catch for the touchdown, making this an even game once again. Now the Falcons come back out, 5:53 left here in this half, trying to get themselves a lead once again as Miami responded to their touchdown. This time they fake the handoff, Ryan rolls out, throws, catches Todman, and finally gets taken down. Todman on a big play there as Matt Ryan made a nice throw on the rollout. This time they go with the I formation and they hand it off to Freeman, who gets taken down on the cornerback blitz. Nice play there. Kemp, playing as a box safety on that one, kind of came in and made the tackle. Great play to see him come in and make that play. As this time they hand off to Freeman again, and this time it looks like Baker gets through and stops Freeman in the backfield. That's 2 consecutive plays where our guys have made a play behind the line of scrimmage. It's still 3rd and 10 now, as they are going probably be looking to pass this here. Ryan has time, he steps up, throws, and Cole makes the diving catch with the defender draped all over his back there. Good catch for Cole to reel that one in. So they bring in everyone tight here. Freeman in the backfield once again, and they feed it to him once again. This time he gets the corner. Great block there on the outside, and we get a tackle. And Freeman now is injured on the play. So after Freeman gets shaken up, that's going to bring in their backup running back. Don't know who that is. I don't think it's Tevin Coleman still. This time Fitzpatrick stopped, dropped, throws to the outside, and almost picked off, but knocked away there by the defender, draped all over him. I believe that is Coleman there in our slot corner who made that defensive knockaway. So good play there for Coleman as Ryan Fitzpatrick, 3rd and 6 out of the gun once again. And he drops back, he's looking, he fires over the middle, wide open. Cole makes a spin and then finally gets taken down. He made a nice catch there and then kind of spun out the rookie Goodwin, the rookie safety. So good play there by Matt Ryan and Cole. Great play for the Falcons to pick up the first down. This time Ryan fakes the handoff, the flag on the play, throws over the middle, and it is caught but out of bounds in the back of the end zone. I think this one's coming back. So that was a holding on Wes Switzer, their left guard, and it's coming back here. So now 1st and 10 here for Atlanta as they bring in a tight, and we have some movement. We'll see who this is on. So Godchak jumped over the middle as they give us 10 yards, and we go in and give them 5-yard backs. After the exchange, it's now 1st and 15, and they bring in everyone tight again as Ryan drops back, stops, he steps up in the pocket, and he gets sacked again. Malachi coming in and making a great play in there, bring him down for his 3rd sack on the day by Miami. Malachi making up for Godchak's mistake there and gets the sack on 1st down, 2-minute warning. So here we are inside the 2-minute warning, ball about the 33-yard line, and the Falcons are trying to get something going as they fake a handoff. Ryan stops, rolls, throws deep, and he's got Julio Jones, who beat his man Fitzpatrick for an easy touchdown. So Atlanta takes a big play there from Julio Jones, and Njoku picks up 12 yards here, and we get 19 more here from our new acquired number 1, Tywan Taylor, as Cohen picks up 13 more out the backfield, moving the ball pretty quickly here with Winslow, and an interception by Desmond Trufant. What a killer there for us. Julio Jones makes a 4-yard catch, and 9 more for Calvin Ridley as Keenan Cole drops a pass, and then 21 more yards for Julio Jones, and I'm sure they could not get the ball down, so we jump into the 3rd quarter here. Tariq Cohen picks up 8 yards on a running play, followed by 6 more by George Charles, And a 15-yard penalty here on Derek Wolf, and then Cortez picks up 5 more. As another penalty here, Derek Wolf, that's his 3rd of the game, giving us an easy first down. Cohen makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and then he picks up 4 more yards here on the play as Cortez picks up 7, giving us the first down. A sack here from Tarkus McKinley. So Cohen now picks up a couple more, 3rd and 12, and we do not get anything, so it looks like we're probably going to be taking a field goal attempt. Atlanta now here has the ball. They get a 1-yard run from Antoine Miles, and Julio Jones picks up 14 more yards. Pass thrown away here by Matt Ryan, and Miles gets another 7. And 23 to Austin Hooper. Our pass defense playing terrible as Calvin Ridley picks up 8 more against us. 2-yard one for Anton Miles, and this time Leroy Trucks gets in and gets the first down. He picks up 5. Miles gets 2 more here on a run. 7 more by Miles. They're just pounding it away here. Trucks gets a couple more. And 1st and goal, and they get the 3-yard touchdown from Trucks. So 11-yard catch here from David Cortez. 5 more from Tariq Cohen, and thrown away by Winslow. And 21 yards to David Njoku as Winslow throws this one away, and a sack by Grady Jarrett. Here we are underway, 4th quarter, punted the ball. They're Atlanta's inside the 9-yard line. Let's see if the Miami Dolphins can make a couple stops and get 2 touchdowns and get back in this. As Miles runs up the middle, makes a move, gets past the defender, and he's into the open field as he sprints down the sideline, down to the 40, the 30. He's getting chased down, and it looks like Xavier Howard catches him about the 17-yard line. Big run there from Austin Miles. Austin Miles rips off a huge run on that last play, as Atlanta is now inside scoring distance once again, and they fake it to Miles as Ryan rolls out, dumps it to Todman out of the backfield, and the defenders finally get there after he picks up about 12 yards, giving them a first down. Miami needed to get a stop, and they have not gotten any kind of a stop. So big plays here for Atlanta to bring them inside the goal line down to 6. They hand off to Trucks again, trying to power forward, and finally gets taken down by Baker. Atlanta trying to get into the end zone here as they hand off again, and Baker straight into the backfield making a tackle for a loss. Atlanta now here, 3rd and goal on the 6-yard line as Matt Ryan stops, drop, throws, and Coleman picks him off. Great interception there on reading the slant route to get it caught and intercepted to get a great stop here. Miami now has a chance. They take over at the 20. Winslow has to make something happen and cannot make any mistakes. His job is on the line, and they've got to get this comeback as he makes a quick throw, and Njoku drops the ball as Winslow has not had a great game. 15 for 25, 183, and a touchdown and a pick. Miami once again coming back out. Winslow will probably be throwing the rest of this way. I don't see any runs in the foreseeable future as the run game hasn't even done good. As Winslow gets sacked, he fumbles the ball, and it looks like Laramie Tunsil winds up getting it as McKinney makes another sack. That might not have been McKinney, but it was a great play to get some pressure there as Winslow fumbled. Now a 3rd and 20, a quick drop, nothing there. He turns around, throws it in Njoku on the outside. Njoku makes the catch and only gets him about 7 yards, so it's 4th and 13. Atlanta now comes to the line of scrimmage on the 32 after a punt, trying to seal this game away after throwing an interception last time. They hand the ball off, and that looks like Malachi made it in the backfield to get a stop there, and Atlanta comes out once again. Kind of looks more of a little bit of a heavy package, fullback and tight end. They run to the weak side, and the corner gets in there and makes a tackle. Once again, that was a safety making the tackle. Goodwin, the rookie, getting in there on a nice weak side play. As Matt Ryan now is 3rd and 17, he steps up, throws the ball, and wide open Miles out of the backfield, and he's getting taken down about the 31-yard line, giving Atlanta a first down and a scoring opportunity once again. Miami needed a big stop, and they just could not get it there. As Matt Ryan now comes back to the line of scrimmage, Miles in the backfield after that huge play, 2 tight ends, and they drop back. They're going to throw again, and Julio Jones on a quick sit down gets the catch as 2 defenders closed in quickly on him there. Julio's had a big game, 6 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown. as he has torched us today. And here we go. Baker's had a lot of tackles, and this time they actually hand the ball off. Miles trying to get to the outside as number 33 breaks off and gets the stop. Number 33 is Andre Howe. I think the rookie is number 31. So finally making a stop here. We got to get one more stop. It's 3rd and 2. And I think this game's pretty much over. They throw the ball. It hits Julio Jones to the back of the helmet. Incomplete. This might be Miami's last chance not to catch this game back up, but maybe to save Winslow's season, as he has not played well today. None of the offense has. As Winslow stops, throws to Cohen out the backfield. Cohen getting a couple yards, about 5, and going down. So not a super huge fan here of the way the offense has looked today. I'm really going to have to dive into the playbook and see if I can maybe edit some of this to help him out. But it has not been good, as Winslow has another throw, slant. Taylor makes the catch and gets tackled immediately. As this game is pretty much over, closing in here on the 2-minute warning. Winslow just trying to make some plays and keep his job alive, as the numbers are getting better. He now has time. He rolls out to the right. Pressure coming in. He does not get rid of it, and he gets sacked again by McKinley. And that's like a reason why I'm thinking about putting our other quarterback in. Can't remember his name, because he can at least run the ball as we hit the 2. I mean, he's got speed. His arms is not as accurate, but he's got the speed, so if he gets outside, he can make a play there. And Lloyd is going to be coming into the game here. Maybe after this play, we'll have to wait and see. Nope, Lloyd is now in the game. He makes the throw. Cohen out of the backfield, gets a catch, and picks up a few yards, about 9, so it should be a 3rd and 10. As Lloyd now has his chance to see what he can do here in some regular season actions. Fakes the handoff. He has time. He drops back, throws the Cohen again out the backfield, and picks up about 5. We call a timeout. Going for it here, 4th and 5. Just trying to see what Lloyd has. We moved also a couple of the younger receivers up in the depth chart, Cortez and Lemon, to see what they have. As Lloyd has time, throws outside, quick catch by Cortez as he gets tackled. Lloyd looking sharp here inside the 2-minute drill. Trying to really see what he's got, see if he might be the quarterback of this team. Because Miami's finally gone, as this time he flings it to Cohen out the backfield, and Cohen gets back to the line of scrimmage, taken down. But Miami now in a situation that they've never been in before, where they went from struggling to have a quarterback to now having 2 quarterbacks that could be the potential future. As we have some movement here, maybe the offensive lineman jumped, and they do give the false start to Madison on the offensive line. Not good to see that. It looks like the offense is just struggling in general, as now they go empty for Lloyd out of the backfield. Lloyd has the ball, drops, runs to the outside of the pocket, running right, and this is where he's dangerous. He's got speed, but he stops and throws as he got hit. He should have taken off there. Lloyd could be an exciting playmaker if he can just learn to run the ball. He's got like 80... I mean, he's got high speed, so it's really good. As this time they fake the handoff to Cohen. I don't think anybody's buying that. He puts a nice throw on Charles, who makes the catch, and he just put only where Charles could get it, or is going to be out of bounds. A very good throw here from Lloyd, as we are really liking what we're seeing out the rookie. Very high hopes for him here in game 1, as he throws another pass, dangerous as it's broken up. That was intended for Cortez. He was only a 5'9" receiver. So, I mean, dangerous throw there. Now Lloyd has the ball, drops, stops, looks, throws to the outside. Cohen out the backfield once again, and he picks up a couple yards, 2 at the most. But Lloyd not making any too crazy throws here in a hurried up offense, as he's 6 for 8. Some nice plays, 1 dangerous, 1 kind of okay, as he throws over the middle. This time Njoku makes the catch down at the 15-yard line. They rush up once again. Lloyd trying to get this offense going, as they're moving down the field with him. He's gone really good. This time they hand off the Balaj up the middle. It's a string call, and they call it timeout. Don't know why they handed off here. This time they go empty. Looks like Gesick is now at tight end, and maybe Njoku just needed a breather. As they hike the ball, he stops, he throws to Gesick now, and Gesick gets to about the 6-yard line, and they're going to get a face mask here, so they'll be down about the 3. Face mask there on Devondre Campbell, and this time they bring Njoku in, and it looks like they move Cohen at the tight end spot. Not sure if Gesick got hurt there, but we have another back end member that's just a sub, as Lloyd throws a very nice pass to a leading Charles to the spot, and touchdown for Lloyd. I know this game is over, but it really looks good for Lloyd here, getting some action. He might be lined up to start next week. Miami Dolphins would take a loss, as our quarterback, I mean, he didn't perform terrible. I really have to sit and watch this game again, look at the numbers, and see how he did perform. But Lloyd looked really good, and it's going to be hard to argue with keeping him out. As, I mean, he had comparable numbers when it came to him and Matt Ryan's passing numbers. Ryan had more yards, only completed one more pass. Lloyd just looked absolutely amazing. 9 out of 11 for 72. They all had a touchdown. The top two guys had picks. And yeah, I mean, 7.2 is not bad. Ryan had a really good game. Our defense struggled. 6.5, not great, but he did have shorter field to work with on that last drive, and only one drive. So, as Tree Cohen just struggled to run the ball, and they just kind of ran all over us. Not good to see that. As, I mean, Derrick Henry only had one carry for 8 yards. Receiving the ball, Cohen had a nice game out the backfield, but no touchdowns. And Joku, a nice game, but once again, no touchdowns. Cortez put up some solid numbers. And then Charles, of course, got his touchdown on a couple of nice plays there from the backup. And that's right, Corey Lemon had a random one catch for a touchdown himself. Defensively, we struggled. Total tackles went to Baker and then Howard, and then Marshall made a couple, and so did Goodwin. So good to see that. And then Nazir Jones made a tackle for a loss. Kemp got in there in the backfield on one. So did Goodwin, Malachi, and Baker. I think we almost watched all but Jones's. Sacks, we seen Godcheck get one on the score sheet. We watched Malachi's and Carrington's. Good to see those two getting in there, getting some sacks, and Justin Coleman that pick inside the red zone. So we got a question here. Many folks, including yourself, thought this team performed better. This team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? All these are great answers. Like from start to finish, the coaching staff has to be consistent. Leadership starts at the top, and that means the staff has to stay on point. Makes sense. We are relying on Matt Patricia for the next couple of years to see if he can take this team to the next step. The players in the Rocket Room need to stay focused on our goal. This is a playoff team, and they need to show that every week we do have enough talent to make the playoffs. Our division is pretty much wide open, and the players have to perform. They didn't perform this last week. And then lastly, we start by forgetting last season. This is a different team, and it's a team that knows we can't miss the playoffs again, which is true. Like I said, our team is good enough to make the playoffs, and our division is open. And I mean, we slightly are different. We got another tight end. We got a different receiving core. We pick up a different running back to help us out, and then our D-line is slightly different because we're starting some newer players. I guess just one, and then we got some new safeties. So I'm gonna go with this just because we can't miss the playoffs this year, and we got to get team popularity goes up 8% if we can make the playoffs. So I kind of like that. It doesn't affect us immediately, but we've really got to pull some strings together. And to end this episode, we've got a couple upgrades. Austin Lloyd getting his first upgrade. Very nice to see that. Throwing accuracies need a lot of work. And we're honestly going to start here with the strong arm as he gets a little bit better in play action. 1 to deep and 2 to mid, so he's really going to be very accurate at these medium throws. As that is an 85, the short, very lackluster. If we can get him a scheme fit, we can start working on some other accuracies, but I like where he's at right now. Then we get Tariq Cohen, and with Cohen, he is strictly an elusive back. He's really elusive. He can make some catches, so we're just gonna go with elusive and keep him trending upwards as much as possible as we get 1 awareness, ball carrier, elusive, juke, and spin. So that's gonna do this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and we will be back next episode, and we're gonna jump into one of these next 4 games. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.